What is the? Because I said to him, you know, he had a near-death experience.
Oh no, put that aside.
Okay, don't forget that. Yeah. So he said that, you know, what Paul said contradicts with what Jesus came with.
Right.
How is that? He was asking.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So basically, do you believe Jesus made all food clean?
And I'm saying, no, it doesn't go into detail on saying that Jesus made.
How do you understand Mark 7 where it says, "Thus Jesus made all food clean"?
It's talking about where what's it called? It's talking about the cleanliness of the what's it called?
Okay, I'll repeat myself. What did Jesus mean according to your New Testament, where it says in the Gospel, thus Jesus made all food clean? What does that mean?
Like I said, it's talking about what's it called, when Jesus was talking to the disciples. No, not the disciples. The Pharisees. He was talking about the washings of hands and blah blah.
What's that got to do with Jesus saying, "Thus Jesus made all food clean"?
I never said it's to do with all food.
No, but the verse says that.
Yeah, I know. I just told you what it means. It's to do with the washing.
So Jesus saying all food is clean. Is Jesus meaning you don't have to wash your hands?
No. So, like I said, I don't fully remember it off the top of my head. This is what I was trying to say.
Right. Do you believe Paul taught all food is clean?
Yes, I do believe all food is clean.
Right. Was Paul correct in that teaching?
Yes.
So you believe as a Christian today that all food is clean?
Yeah.
Why?
Because Paul allowed it to be all foods are clean.
So Paul allowed it?
Yeah.
Okay. What about the disciples of Jesus? Did they believe all food was clean?
Well, actually, I think they did.
You do think they did? How would you know?
Because, first of all, if I can remember, it talks about the disciples. It was to do with the Jews, and it was to do with the disciples. I actually can't remember.
Okay. Who has more authority to know the teachings of Jesus? The disciples who walked and talked and ate with him, or Paul who never met him? Who has more authority to know what Jesus talked about?
I can't remember these questions.
No, that's a generic question, bro. Yeah. I'm asking you a simple question.
Yeah.
Who knew more about Jesus? The men who walked and talked with him, the men who walked and talked and who he chose to walk with him and witness his miracles and sit and eat with him, or the man who never met him? Who has more authority to know what Jesus taught?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but...
So answer that question then.
Yeah, I know you... Yeah, obviously you would say it's the disciples.
No, I'm asking what I say. I'm asking you.
No, but anyone could agree with.
Well, I'm asking you.
Yeah, I'm saying the disciples.
Is that your answer?
Yes.
Good man. So, if disciples teach all food is not clean...
Yes.
Yeah? And Paul teaches all food is clean, like you just said.
Yeah.
Who's correct?
See, you're putting me into a trap because obviously I'm going to say it's going to say the disciples, but there's a way of.
It's a very simple question.
Listen, regardless if it's simple, it's not about if it's simple. So I need to know if it's.
Okay, let's just clarify that. Paul, according to you, made foods clean.
Yeah.
Disciples, according to me, didn't. Yeah.
I need to look into.
Wait, stop.
Look into the
Okay. I'll give you the verse. Don't worry about that. All right. So. The disciples say food is not clean, all food is not clean. Paul says all food is clean.
Yeah.
Who has the most authority?
Wait, hold on. You're saying all foods are not clean?
Yes. I'm not saying it. Disciples of Jesus are saying it.
Disciples of Jesus, that's
yes.
I'm just trying to remember when it says the disciples said that.
You know, we can use is for now. We don't have to be definitive right now.
I'm going to just give you an example with the whole, the pig. Basically, you lot are not allowed to eat pig, right?
No.
Us and the Jews. Listen, I'm trying to say you lot are not allowed to eat pig, right? Am I correct?
Yes.
So through that statement in Acts, it has nothing. The disciples don't seem to go against pig.
Right.
But
did I mention pig?
No, there's a reason why I mentioned pig, because it's to do with that same.
Okay. No. Do you understand the word all?
Yes, I understand the word all.
How do you understand that word all?
Everything.
Everything included.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm not being definitive saying pig.
Right.
I'm saying all food, according to the disciples of Jesus, is not clean. Right? You're saying.
They say that?
I'm saying they say it.
Okay.
Right. You're saying Paul says all food is clean.
Right.
So we have a contradiction, yes?
Right, yeah.
If I'm correct.
Yeah.
All right. So out of that contradiction, yeah?
Yes.
Who is more correct?
More likely.
Who has the authority?
The disciples. We're missing the
Right, stop.
missing this huge point.
Wait. What's this? So just so we can establish what you're saying, then we can see the point. So you've agreed the disciples have more authority.
Yeah.
So if in the Bible, if the disciples do put restriction on diet, that means Paul's wrong, yes?
Technically, yeah.
Right. And if Paul's wrong, that means whatever is teaching him, is going against the teachings of Jesus, yes?
Right. Okay.
Right. Carry on.
Going back to the pig statement, I was trying to say that the Jews obviously did not eat pig because to them it was dirty, basically. And what I was trying to say to you...
Why didn't they eat pig?
Huh?
Why didn't they eat pig?
It's not really relevant.
It is very relevant.
Why is it relevant? Because all I know is in the old law they weren't allowed to eat certain foods. They weren't
So
allowed
it's very simple.
Yeah.
They didn't say, because we think the pig is dirty.
No.
They don't eat pig because God says don't eat pig. Simple. Right? Right, done.
But it's not the most important thing. The most important thing I was trying to say is what legit forgot what I was trying to say. Yeah, what I was trying to say is through that statement where the Jews are saying that they can only I think it was Paul said they can only eat certain foods. Paul said they can only eat. No, actually, I can't remember. I can't remember. This is why I said there's no point discussing it. I can't remember from the top of my head. I have to read the verse.
Like I said to you, we don't need to go definitive right now. Okay. Or we can have set the parameters and the principle.
We can't talk about it.
Well, okay.
We can't talk about it. I can't remember.
Okay. You've said Paul taught all food clean, yes?
Yes.
And I've said the disciples taught all food is not clean, yeah?
Right.
And you say they have more authority than Paul, yes?
Yeah, I don't dispute that.
Good. So if the disciples say that, why are you following Paul?
See, if I knew the verses, you'll see why I'm saying that. Because I was trying to tell you that the disciples didn't seem to go against eating different animals, including pig. That's what I'm trying to say. Through the statements we have, they don't seem to go against that. That's why I was trying to bring it in, but I said I can't fully remember.
Okay. So what do we just say about the word all?
All means everything.
Right, so all food is clean or not, yes?
Yes.
Everything is clean or it's not?
Yes.
If there's exceptions to all, then it's not all. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Did Paul say all food is clean?
Yes.
Right, so if the disciples say all food is not clean...
Well, what do you mean by that? This is what I'm trying to say. When you say all foods are not clean, I think they tell you what is not clean. This is what I was trying to say.
All right.
But I can't...
If they...
No, but that's what I'm saying. We're
All right. If it doesn't... Okay. If you accept that the disciples mentioned certain food you couldn't eat, then Paul's wrong, isn't he?
Well, yeah, obviously.
Right. And if Paul's wrong, we have to question now who's telling him this.
Right.
But I'll tell you why. Because Paul claims Jesus is teaching him this, yet we know Jesus didn't teach that.
You still missed my point. You're missing
What point did I miss?
Well,
Sorry. He keeps saying I missed his point. Clarify your point 3 times so we know your point so I don't miss it again.
I was trying to talk to you about the whole pig statement. I said I don't fully remember the full...
I haven't mentioned pig.
I mentioned pig. I'm telling you I'm mentioning pig because I'm saying that disciples had a couple of rules on what they eat and what they can't eat. This is what I'm trying to say.
Right. So if there's one rule on something you can't eat, then all food is not clean.
Wait, hold on. Like I said, I need to read the verses. I don't remember off the top of my head. I could argue the point. I looked into it, but I haven't looked into it enough. So this is why we're going to go around in a circle.
Okay. I'll tell you what you don't want to do. I'm going to square that circle. Yeah? All right. So when there's no circles here, I'll make it simple for you. I'll prove to you now the disciples didn't declare all food clean. Give me the Bible. We do this.
Yeah.
And once we've done this, then you don't have to worry about anything.
No, because I can still argue about the...
What can you argue about?
The part where was it Peter that had the vision?
Peter's vision?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do Peter's vision first then, before we get to here. Okay. Tell me about Peter's vision.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Well, you just brought it up as some kind of evidence. So present it.
Didn't I say at the beginning?
Shall I tell you about Peter's
Listen,
one?
I don't want you telling me about it because I told you at the beginning. I don't fully remember the whole statement.
You know what I'll do? I'm going to make it even easier for you. Yeah, I'm going to give you the verse. I'm going to give you Acts 10, where Peter has his vision of the blanket coming down with all the foods, yeah? And he's told, Peter, kill and eat. There we go, Peter's vision, verse 9.
It's over.
No, but I don't like...
No.
Jesus is the truth.
Don't let them question you about the Bible. No, don't let them question you about the Bible. Yeah, we don't have to read the Bible with you, okay? Sorry. Because if we read the Bible, yeah, things are going to get into some serious problems.
Any Christians here want to hear the benefit of what we're saying?
Suggest you read it for the camera's sake.
Alhamdulillah.
Read it for the camera.
All right, let's read it for the camera. Okay. Okay, this is the verse he's referring to in Acts 10. About noon the following day, as they were on their journey approaching the city, Peter went on the roof to pray, and he became hungry and wanted something to eat. And while the meal was being prepared, he fell into a trance. He saw heaven opened and something like a large sheet being let down to earth by all its four corners. It contained all kinds of four-footed animals as well as reptiles and birds. Then a voice told him, "Get up, Peter, kill and eat." "Surely not, Lord," Peter replied. "I have never eaten anything impure or unclean." The voice spoke to him a second time. "Do not call anything impure that God has made clean." This happened 3 times, and immediately the sheet was taken back to heaven. So what my friend here, who was so rudely dragged away, is trying to claim is that this is some kind of evidence that Peter was under some impression that the food was unclean. There was no food unclean. Sorry, food was still unclean.
I want to speak to you about...
One second. Business.
Hey, I want to speak to you without a camera. Like, I was just...
One second. Can I just finish this a second? Because it's the benefit of the camera now. You got dragged away, man. You can come back, no worries. So what he was saying now is, according to Acts 10, Peter thinks all food is still unclean. Yet God reprimands him and says to him, "Why do you make unclean that which God has made clean?" And what he takes from that is that this means God has made all food clean. Now here's a perfect example of him misunderstanding the Bible. Because if this sheet contained all the animals of the world, four-footed animals, why didn't Peter just kill a chicken? Why didn't he kill a goat? Why did he think all food was unclean? Why? Because God was saying to him, unclean animals cannot contaminate clean animals. So just because you might have a chicken next to a pig doesn't make the chicken haram or forbidden. Yeah, it doesn't make it unclean. That's what it was saying. So that's his first point. Now the problem he has now is when we go to Acts 15 and the Council of Jerusalem, Peter is still under the impression all food isn't clean.
I think you are. I was trying to be honest on this thing, but you weren't.
Okay, understand something, please. The only reason I come here is because of that. Why? Yeah? Because I wouldn't waste my time coming here if we weren't educating the world. Yeah? Right. So, unless we're filmed, I don't come. Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, because what we're doing now, we're getting knowledge out to the world. So Christians like yourself might be misunderstood, they'll learn something. Muslims who didn't quite understand will learn something. So everybody learns. So don't be afraid of the camera.
It's not that, but I said to you, I didn't fully know the thing.
I didn't ask you to go definitive.
Yes, I know, but there's no point discussing something. That's why I said...
No, there is, because you set the principle. And then if you can prove the principle, then it's done, isn't it?
But, like I said, there's no point doing that, because if you give me a statement and I say I can't fully explain to you the statement, there is no point talking about it. If you're going to say, oh, just go into think, no, you can't do that.
You said you brought Acts 10 into this, not me.
I bring Acts 10 in.
So why didn't you bring it then?
Do you know why I bring it? Because I was trying to tell you, yeah, I could still argue that point.
But you can't argue that point. I just refuted that point. Argue that point then. Tell me about Acts 10.
You're not understanding. You're not trying to listen to me. You're not trying to listen. I am trying to listen. No.
Let me explain something.
No, let me finish first.
Go on.
What I'm trying to say to you, if someone comes here and if someone comes to speak to you and they don't know fully about the subject, but they say, oh, I know something about the subject, but I don't mind speaking about this, then we can do that. But what you're trying to do is you're giving me questions that I don't fully understand or fully know.
Right, sorry, for the benefit of the camera. This guy is not a noob, yeah? This guy's in the park virtually every Sunday, yeah? We've had this discussion before and he was going to go away and learn. Then he spoke to this brother about the same subject and he went away and learned. And now he's come back and you still don't know.
Wait, hold on. What's called? The whole thing about the whole Melchizedek thing, I spoke to...
Melchizedek?
Listen, let me finish.
That's not my argument, mate.
That's
not my argument, mate.
Listen, I know, but...
So why are you bringing it up?
I'm trying to...
Stay on point.
Listen, if you understand why I bring it up, you understand. What I'm trying to say to you is, I didn't bring that thing till months. I was told this back in November, and then discuss it back in April. You spoke to me
Melchizedek. I didn't mention Melchizedek to you.
Do you understand why I bring it up? Do you understand why I bring it up?
Okay, listen.
Why did I bring it up?
Listen. I've never discussed this issue with you.
Listen, I know, but
right. So stay on point.
Listen, why did I bring it up?
Stay on point.
I know I will, but
Right, stay on point then.
But listen, why did I bring that statement up right now? Why did I bring it up?
as an example, that when you go away, you take months to learn something.
Right.
All right, fine. So then why would you come here to try and tackle me again about something you've been rinsed on once? You were going to go away and learn. Listen, this is what you said. You got rinsed on it last time. You've gone away to learn, and you've come back with nothing.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean rinsed on it last time?
Well, you got rinsed.
What do you mean rinsed on it last time?
Last time we spoke about this issue, I did exactly to you what I'm doing to you now.
Last time was the first time we spoke about this. I never spoke to you about the dietary law.
We never spoke about dietary law.
This is the second time. The first time we spoke.
Have we spoken about dietary law?
The first time we spoke was the first time I didn't know about it. I was like,
have we spoken about it?
Yeah, this is the first.
Right. Okay, stop. I don't want you to think the camera think I'm lying here, or anyone here to think I'm lying. Have we spoken about it?
Yes.
Did I rinse you on it?
How? What was called? I didn't know about it. So why?
All right. Okay.
I didn't know about it. So
all right. According to what I said to you.
Wait, hold on. To say rinse is to say you argued with me and I knew about it and then we were debating.
No. To say rinse. Okay. To say rinse is very simple. Yeah. I presented evidence to support everything I said, and you were going to go away and check that evidence,
right?
Which you haven't done.
Okay.
Right. So now you come back with what?
Well, I said.
Do you want me to say the same things again? And you're going to go away again?
Didn't I came to you. Listen, I came. Wait, hold on. I came to you just to discuss it. No, actually, not to discuss it with you. I was just telling you. Oh yeah, I know about it, but I didn't say let's discuss it and blah blah because I didn't know too much about.
Okay. Where's the brother who dragged you here? Where's the brother who dragged you here? He's right. Brother brought you here to me, saying you were talking about the dietary laws.
I was. Listen. No, we weren't speaking about the dietary.
He brought you here, Paul and Jesus dietary laws.
We were talking about near-death experience.
No, but he brought. Yeah, then you said don't speak about that.
Yes,
and then we were speaking about dietary laws, Paul and Jesus.
But I said there's no.
And now we've established.
And I said there's no point going into detail.
Okay, let's at least do this. Let's part as friends. Okay, listen. Let's establish some principles that you can research. And when I see you next, I'll say, have you researched? If you say no, then we won't talk about it. Yeah.
Okay,
all right. Here's the principle. If Paul teaches something contrary to the disciples' teachings, then the disciples are the authority, yes?
I'm aware of that, yeah.
No, do you accept that?
Yeah, I accept that.
Right. And if Paul is claiming Jesus taught him that...
Actually, no, I'm not going to accept.
Oh, you're not going to accept that now?
No, the only reason why I'm not going to accept it is because if I don't know about this, the topic...
No.
Listen,
it's a principle.
Listen, once again, if I don't know about the topic, regardless of the principle still changes. I need to know the point of what...
Okay, I'll make it easy for you. Forget dietary laws. Who has more authority to talk about the teaching of Jesus? The disciples of Jesus or Paul?
The disciples of Jesus.
Right. And if there's a contradiction, who's correct? The disciples of Jesus or Paul?
I need to understand the context.
If there is. If there is. In the event of.
Okay, then you say the disciples.
Alhamdulillah. Now, if Paul is claiming that he got his information off Jesus, and the disciples got their information of Jesus, and what their information is contradictory, if in the event of, that means whoever Paul is getting his information from isn't Jesus.
Well, like I said, depends on the context. I have to read it.
That's why we said if, in the event of. Okay. Right. So the principle is that, alhamdulillah. So the point here is very, very simple. Yeah? You've agreed that if the disciples contradict Paul, they're the authority, forget Paul. All right. You believe Paul taught all food is clean. If the disciples taught contrary to that, Paul's wrong and all food is not clean.
Yeah.
Good. Go and do your research. If Christians were doing what I'm doing here in the park, then you wouldn't listen to them, yeah? And I said to you, there's Christians everywhere doing it, and you say, yeah, I speak to them. So now I'm asking you, what do you think about Jay Smith?
I've only spoken to Jay Smith.
No, the way he does his preaching, the way he lies.
Okay, lying is another thing, because then you assume, I don't know if he lies, you would have to show me where he lies and what he does.
Okay, he's talking about Bani Qurayza today. Bani Qurayza. You didn't hear him? Okay. He's a liar. Yeah? There's evidence on YouTube that he's a liar.
Quite a few evidence on that.
Yeah, clearly he's deceitful. Okay.
I don't know too. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know too much.
All right. But just so, I want this to be fruitful, you see. I don't want this to end stalemate again, in a sense. Stalemate. Right. So we've said three times you've admitted that Paul said all food is clean, and you admit that the disciples didn't agree with Paul. Doesn't matter. So you agree with that?
I'm not going to do it.
You agree with that? So you accept the contradiction, which is fine.
You said you put on the thing. You said you were talking about J. Smith. I said,
Well, all right. I asked about J. Smith. I'm not really listening to him. I don't really know. All right, so what do you want me to talk about now? The flipping weather? How can I talk about J. Smith if you don't listen to him?
Let's not talk about it. Let's forget about it.
Right. So
you're the one who really wanted to speak about it. I didn't really
No. I want to challenge you when you said to me that my style, the way I am here, you wouldn't listen to it. And if the Christians did what I did, this, that, the other. And I said to you, Christians everywhere are doing worse than me.
And I'm saying that I don't fully.
And then I said about lying, and you said, "Oh, where does J. Smith lie?"
Well, I don't know if J. Smith lies.
No, I know.
To say that.
And if you don't listen to J. Smith, how can I show you where he lies? So it's pointless, isn't it? I didn't realise you didn't listen to J. Smith. I thought you listened to him. You don't listen to him?
I don't really. Like I said, I mostly listen to James White.
Why do you listen to J. Smith when you're here?
I don't blame you.
I don't.
Do I have to? Is it by force that I have to listen to? I can listen to.
Well, he's your biggest speaker here as a Christian.
Okay, he's not Jesus. He's just a man. Yeah.
James White is also not Jesus.
Yes, I know that, but I like to listen to. The difference between him is he's a very calm guy and he speaks in a way that you want to listen to him. He doesn't have a bit like he doesn't have what you have. That kind of blah blah.
Is he a Calvinist? Is he a Calvinist, James White? Is James White a Calvinist? Do you agree with Calvinism?
I don't know too much about it. I have to look into it.
But James White is a Calvinist. Will you like James White?
Right, like I said, I don't. Yeah, well, I haven't looked into every Christian denomination. I haven't looked into every religion into detail. I know about it, but like I said.
Okay. No, the circles are very simple. Yeah, it's a straight line. Yeah. Either Paul is correct.
Oh, we're going this again. You said I should look into it, so I said yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah. So, all right. So let's just make sure we know what we're doing here then. So the next time I see, I'm going to ask you.
Yeah.
All right. So either Paul is correct, or the disciples of Jesus are correct.
Correct.
One of them is wrong. Yeah. You said the disciples take authority over Paul. This is your words. Yeah. So we can.
Hold on.
This is why we have to go over it.
Yes, because you don't understand what I'm trying to say. Didn't I say?
Does anyone understand what you're saying?
I can't speak to you. I can't speak to you. I genuinely can't speak to you. Next time I'll just come in and I hope we can have a discussion and the whole because we just go around in circles.
Yeah. All you need to leave with is this. Yeah. If Paul is teaching something contrary to what the disciples are teaching, then Paul is being deceived by some spirit which is not Jesus. Simple. Because that's the only way you will know whether Paul is receiving Jesus or not. If there's a contradiction, then whatever is giving inspiration to Paul for 10 years is nothing to do with Jesus. That's the ramification of what we're talking about. So you might not think it's important, dietary laws, this, that, the other, but it's very important to know whether or not Paul is receiving what you think he's receiving or not. That's the key. And this is empirical evidence that proves, without a shadow of a doubt, that whatever met Paul on the road to Damascus wasn't Jesus. Emmanuel?
I don't deny on wrongness. I just wish, we had more of a discussion. You could be right. I have no problem with that. You could be wrong.
Unfortunately, no disrespect to you, you've got no knowledge, man. You're in the wrong. I feel like I'm kicking a puppy here, man.
First of all, if I have no knowledge on a certain subject, don't say it in the sense that, because that's a slight insult to me. I have no knowledge on what. Don't just say I have no knowledge. Yeah, I don't know that particular subject.
Right.
But if we did in a different subject and you didn't know, I'm not going to say to you have no knowledge.
No, I'll tell you something, me. If I don't have knowledge about a certain subject, I won't even bring it up.
But still, regardless. There's
a lesson there.
I did say to you at the beginning, this is why I say we keep going in circles, round and round. I did say to you, oh, I know about it, but I didn't look into it fully, and you still wanted to debate. You say, oh, let's talk about blah.
Wait. Did I come to you?
What's called? The other guy.
Did I come to you?
Hold on, the other guy came.
Okay, did I come to you?
Hold on, the other guy brought me.
All right. Did I come to you?
I didn't know he was bringing me to you.
All right, when you seen me, what could you?
So what do you want me to do? I'm going to be like, see you and then.
No, you should come here and say, you know what, bro? I've not really studied what we talked about last time.
Yes, that's what I said.
Did you?
Yes, I said this at the beginning.
But you were discussing something with him.
No, I wasn't.
So why did he come to me and say...
We were talking about...
What did he say?
Near-death experience.
Why he came to me? I'll tell you exactly what he said to me. He brought you to me and he said, can you speak to this guy? We're talking about Jesus and Paul and the dietary laws. So you...
No,
yes.
Listen, I don't deny that.
Good.
We did bring it up. No, but no, we didn't. No, you didn't. Well, I don't know if he said that or not. I need to double check. We did talk about Paul and Jesus having...
Did you bring him? Who brought him up? Who brought you?
What's called? We did talk about Jesus and Paul having differences. That's what I said to it. But we only bring that up for like what a minute, less than a minute. But the whole thing was about near-death experience.
Okay. Okay. If you said the whole thing's about near-death experience,
Yeah.
okay, listen. Let's be honest here.
That's what I am honest.
All right. Well, listen. All right. You said the whole thing's about what near-death experience, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Alhamdulillah. He brought you up, spoke about Jesus and Paul and dietary laws, right? And then he said near-death experiences, and you said no, I don't want to talk about near-death experiences.
Right, I did say that.
You did say that, right? So now you come up with two subject matters here:
Right.
Jesus, Paul, and dietary laws, or near-death experience.
About dietary laws. We talked about dietary laws as soon as you, because I knew.
His words to me were Jesus, Paul, dietary law.
Nah. The closest I can remember is him saying that I might have said to him, oh yeah, I've spoken to him about dietary laws. Yeah, I did say that. But other than that,
Your mentor's here. He needs your help, man.
but yeah. Actually, the fact that we're all here, I just remembered one thing about the whole cellar thing. You said it was.
Oh my God.
No, that's true. I'm just saying. I just wanted to clarify. It wasn't,
go on.
It's not only in Medina, but it's actually also in Jordan. Also, there was also a place. There's I've actually forgotten the verse because on the top of my head I can't remember. Cellar. That's it. Cellar is also. It was also in the Jordan, so it wasn't the only place in Medina.
Okay, so let's say it's Jordan or Medina, yeah?
Right.
Okay, who sung for joy for a prophet of God?
You sang for joy.
Yeah, we've got choice here now, yeah? We've got to decide. Is it Jordan, is it Medina, yeah?
Right.
Okay. Out of those two places, who sang for joy at the coming of a prophet?
You sang for joy.
Yeah. Because that's one of the conditions, isn't it? That's what's going to happen in Salah.
Right.
So who did that in history?
Do you know what? I really shouldn't even answer that question because last time I'll tell you why. Because last time I'll tell you why. Because last time we spoke here and you completely denied the first three verses when I said it talks about Jesus when it was in Matthew. And on the first verse, you completely
Are you going to answer the question?
Do you know why I'm saying I'm not answering?
Do I know why you're not answering a simple question? No.
Because
You just made the claim that the cellar in Isaiah 52 is referring to Jordan.
Right.
So I'm saying to you, cellar could refer to Jordan and it could refer to Medina.
Yes.
So what's going to happen according to Isaiah?
I'm not going.
What's going to happen according to Isaiah in cellar? What's going to happen?
What did I say?
Tell me.
I said to you, I'm not going to answer it because last time we spoke about...
So you're not going to tell me what the verse says?
First of all, I can't fully remember at the top of my head. And second of all, I said I'm not...
All right, I'll make it easy for you. Okay.
Oh, I'm not making a discussion with you. I just said, oh, I saw us three and I bring it up and I was...
You saw him, he brought it up.
Yes.
So we challenged what he brought up and now you don't want to talk about it.
Do you know why I don't want to talk about it?
Yes, because you have no knowledge.
No, why don't I want to talk about it?
Because you have no knowledge.
What did I say? What did
You
I...
have no knowledge.
No, what did I say about it?
Whatever you want to say, mate. I can't remember the verse, I can't remember this, I can't remember that, I thought it was this. No, you did, yes you did. Did you just say I can't remember the verse off of my head? I know the verse off the top of my head,
Listen.
and I'm not even a Christian.
Listen, you're not listening to me.
Go on.
I said to you, the reason why I don't want to discuss it is because last time I brought in the first three verses of Isaiah 42, which talked about Jesus. You completely ignored it. That is why I don't want to talk about it, because we're going to have a discussion.
Have you heard of a rabbi called Tovaya Singer? No, have you heard of a rabbi?
No, I don't know.
All right. Now, you quote in Isaiah like you as if you understand it, yeah? Now this rabbi understands it, yeah?
I don't even know.
No, listen, well you should do. You should do. You should do. You know why? Because as a Christian, you're trying to appeal to a verse in the Bible, in the Old Testament, as if it supports your case, when a rabbi will show you exactly what it's referring to.
Do you know why I'm not speaking to you? It's not only because it's just...
Because you have no knowledge.
Okay, I can't. You're insulting.
No, I'm just stating a fact, mate.
You're just...
I don't go to people I don't know. I start talking about things I don't know about.
Remember what I said earlier, if you know about a topic and you start talking about it as if you know.
You brought this topic up.
Yes, I brought a topic up not to hopefully discuss it. I was just...
So what'd you bring it up for?
I bring a point. I was just...
You brought up, I tell you what you did. You thought you were being clever. You listened to Jay Smith, which you say you don't, saying that Sellers in Petra, in Jordan. So now we have a choice.
Yes,
he does. Yes.
Well, I didn't know.
All right. Who told you that
myself.
then?
I looked into it.
Who did you read?
What do you mean, who did I read?
You have Sam Shimon?
Hold on.
David Wood?
Hold on.
Who do you get your information information from?
The whole seller thing, I went to go and look on the internet.
Where on the internet?
Anyone could go and look.
Where on the internet?
What do you mean where on the internet?
Okay, where you went on the internet?
If you go on Google,
yeah, Google.
the same way you went on Google and
Right.
you saw seller was in Medina, you can do the same thing if it's it's also in the Jordan.
Right.
Tell me
So,
after always
look, did I dispute there's a seller in Jordan?
That's not my point.
No,
though.
what was your
point? My point was, it was just a point I just bring up.
So here's your point. Here's what you did. I'll take that what you did. I proved last time that seller was in Medina. You've now learned there's also a seller in Jordan. Yeah. So this seller in Isaiah could be referring to seller in Jordan. Yeah. So I then challenge your point by saying, well, how would we know? Well, the reason we would know, we would look in the verse in Isaiah and say, what will happen in Selah? And it says, the people will sing with joy. So no, and then here it is. If we look at Jordan and Medina, who sang with joy at the coming of a prophet?
And what did I say?
You don't know.
What did I say?
I don't know the verse. That's what you said.
What did I say? Did I say I didn't know?
Oh, you said, you don't want to get into it now?
Yes.
I know. You know why? Because you realise you're wrong. Again.
Once again, I said I don't want to get into it.
Why not?
You rejected last time when we spoke about Matthew.
Why don't you want to get into that? Can't you answer a simple question?
I told you.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't blame you.